All right, Clickfunnels, extremely well known in the internet marketing industry. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know who they are. They've been around for a long time. They brought me on to do a certain aspect of SEO for their site back in, I believe it was 2019. So it's been about 5 or 6 years since I started their SEO. We parted ways last month, but now I want to talk about this project because there's a really big lesson I want to teach you when it comes to SEO. And it actually goes against what I usually say. So make sure you watch this whole video because it's very, very important to understand this. Now, note that this was a client for a long time. So, it was a 6-year client relationship. I don't want to reveal certain things with our relationship just because I want to respect them and also just the relationship. So I'm going to talk about this from an SEO standpoint purely. And it's going to be pretty quick, but it's going to hammer home a very important aspect of SEO that you must understand to be successful. So first of all, when I was brought on to do Clickfunnels SEO, I was in charge of the blog traffic. All right, so the blog SEO. Now, made things a little difficult because there was definitely some things site-wide that I wasn't crazy about that I couldn't necessarily change. But my main job was to improve the traffic of the blog, which was super easy, right? This is like the simplest SEO job ever, and you're about to find out why in just a minute. But you can see we started like right here where they had no traffic, and of course we brought it up as high as 40,000 per month with a traffic value of 130,000. It's right now at about 20,000 per month with about 50,000 per month traffic value. So we really increased our traffic a ton. Again, super easy project, and I'll explain why in just a second. Now, usually when I talk about SEO, I tell you to totally ignore things like traditional SEO from things like Moz and Search Engine Journal and all those places because they really put out a lot of crap, right? They also put out a lot of like what I call mainstream SEO, where what they spread, their whole approach is just create great content and you're going to rank. Now, can that model work? Absolutely. It can work in certain situations. Does it work for Moz? Yes. Does it work for Search Engine Journal? Yes. Did it work for Clickfunnels? Yes, right? It worked for Clickfunnels and it worked for Moz and it worked for Search Engine Journal because of this right here, the referring domains. These guys all have authority. So when you hear things from Moz and Search Engine Journal and all these mainstream SEO places, and they're like, just focus on creating great content, I don't even know if they understand that the reason that works for them is because they have a high authority and a brand that's already established where people are likely to share their content even further, right? So it's going to get found because they have high authority and it's going to rank. And then number two, once it's found, it's more likely to be shared because they have a recognizable brand. Now, if you're trying to start your project this way by just each day just going and creating great content and thinking your site's going to take off, more than likely you're going to be sadly mistaken, right? 99.9% of the time, it's not going to work for you because people are never going to find your content because you don't have the authority. People are never going to share it because they have no idea who you are, and you're going to get worn out and worn down, and your SEO is going to fail. Generally, when you have a site that has no authority, you have to build the authority, and that involves going out and doing outreach and getting links from places and things like that. Are there people that build their brands by just doing content marketing? Yeah, but usually it's not that easy. Usually they have to do networking and get connections and all that type of stuff. Like there's a lot more to it. But if you think you're going to come in and just create great content and rank really well, you're almost always going to be sadly mistaken. So when this project was brought to me back in 2019, I was like, this is easy. This is the easiest shit, right? This is the easiest project ever because I knew what they had, right? I knew they had 80,000 referring domains. So they wanted me to create content on the blog, which had no content yet, right? They had content across the site, but as far as blog content goes, they didn't have any content. So my job, really, to make this job successful, like if you ever land across something like this where you have a high authority site and they don't really have much content yet, you just go out and build a content marketing plan, right? So job number one with Clickfunnels was to go do deep keyword research. I did days and days, if not weeks, of keyword research, identifying number one keywords that weren't going to be super hard at first. Yes, they have 80,000 referring domains, but It's not as powerful as it looks. If we actually went into the Best Buy links, I'm not going to talk too deep about this, but I will tell you, like, notice how they have about 38,000 going to the homepage, but a lot of these are actually like redirects from subdomains, because how it works with ClickFunnels is a user would create an account and they would get put on the subdomain. They would get links to their subdomain, and just so there's a lot of stuff going on there on the back end where it's actually not as powerful as it looks, but kind of a side topic there. But my job, again, was to just do deep keyword research to see what keywords weren't going to be super competitive, because the main idea is to get them profitable traffic as quick as possible. So when I first started this project, my keyword research was targeted around keywords that we could rank for very quickly that were also going to be profitable for them. Because number one, I want the traffic to come in quick. Number two, I want them to see profit from them quick. So if you ever land on a project like this where it's higher authority, and this is just to understand SEO in general, like even if you have like a private project, this is what makes sense to do. Identify keywords that are highly profitable and low competition. You go after those first, because this is what kept them happy initially, right? They got traffic very quickly and they saw that the traffic was profitable. That was step one. Identify keywords that were low competition, high profit. That's what we did. After that, we went down the line and we kept hitting all the highly profitable keywords, but we didn't worry as much about competition as we moved up, because we started getting trickles of traffic in. As traffic comes in, as they're profiting from the project, the client's not going to worry too much about, is this the right person for the job? Do they know what they're doing? They're seeing traffic come in. They're seeing profitability from the project, or from the traffic. So they're going to keep going with you. And that's one of the reasons that I was with ClickFunnels for 6 years, because I was able to constantly bring them traffic that was profitable to them. And that's the way I did it, by starting with those high profitable keywords that were low competition, then working my way up. Now, there's also a conversation you have to have with your clients about traffic compared to profitability. And this was, conversations we had where, I can bring you really high traffic keywords, especially with the authority you have, but are they going to be profitable for you? So it was a discussion between, do you want higher traffic or higher profits? And of course, we went more towards the higher profit keywords that were much lower search volume, but that would profit to them much greater. And that's a conversation you have to have with clients as well, is what are you trying to get out of this? Is it all about profits? Because I have other clients actually that in certain situations, they wanted me to go after, I have a client right now, they told me to go after a keyword. I'm like, that's going to take a long time to rank for. Number two, when you do rank for it, it's not going to be profitable. But their whole thing was, it was a brand recognition thing, right? When people go search for that keyword, they want their brand to be up high, so it's like a recognizable thing. It wasn't as much about like profiting directly from people clicking on that and buying. It was more about building authority around their brand, ranking for that keyword. So this is a discussion you have to have with clients, is what's the goal? That way you can get a proper game plan in place, all right? So the main thing I want you to get out of this is, when it comes to SEO, like if you don't have the authority, just going and creating great content really isn't going to work in most cases, and in almost all cases. Unless you're like a super hard hustler, you get a little lucky, you build a lot of connections, in that case it can work, okay? And it's still not going to work for most of those cases either. If you run a site that does have authority already and they don't have a lot of content, or even if they do have a lot of content, you just got to identify what they don't have. Then you just do your keyword research and you come up with the content marketing plan, right? From there, you make sure you have conversations with the client about, profitability versus traffic, and then what they want to go after, and everything in between. But that was the whole strategy with this site, was to go after the lower traffic, higher profitability keywords, and it worked extremely well because we're able to generate traffic and profits very quickly and build that up over time. So hopefully you guys learned about this kind of little, from this little video. I know it's a short one, but I think there's a great SEO lesson in here as far as understanding what you can do with authority, and then understanding that when you don't have authority, it's a completely different approach. Because this video actually goes against what I usually tell you, which is ignore the advice from Moz and Search Engine Journal. The reason I'm not ignoring that, because it actually works in this case, right? It works because we have the authority like Moz and like Search Engine Journal. Now, when they put out that information, do they understand this? I don't know. I don't know if they understand it. I think they just know like it works for them. But the reason it works for them is because they have this and they have this. They have the brand and they have the authority. So yes, it's going to work. For you and for me, is it going to work on our personal sites? Hell no. No chance. And it's really important that you understand that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have questions, put them down in the comments below and I'll answer them.